Hi and good evening. Welcome to my channel, Divine Feminine Living UK. Please like, share or subscribe. So, today is the 29th of December. It's the full moon in Cancer. So I'm going to bring up some things about that in a little while. Today is a big significant thing for me. So today on the 29th of December, my dad passed away. He's been gone for 9 years today. So amen, Dad. I miss you so much. To my sisters and my family out there, you know how much Dad meant to me. So much. I'm wearing his tie in my hair. So he's with me. He's on me today. So the reason why my dad is so important to me is because of the programs that he brought me up on. And one of those things was about his money. My dad did have some great cars. He had Jags and all sorts, but it wasn't like something that you just found on the road. So today I'm talking about a lot of things. And one of those things is we're going to be talking about the tiers that they're going to be introducing. So we're already in tier 4 if you're in London, and they'll be bringing in some new introductions. Like I said, this is a full moon, so we've had 4 illuminations over this month. Sorry, not this month, this year. And those illuminations have been quite watery, quite emotional, especially in terms of how we feel as the public. Laura, I love you! Everybody out there, thank you so much for joining me. I can't believe it. So appreciate the love out here. So, yeah, we're talking about, hi. We're having a talk about how they're going to be bringing in new systems, new things. They're going to be creating a whole new set of credentials. The media are going to be hyping up the stuff, and they're going to be hyping it up big time. But now I just wanted to talk to you basically about how we need to be looking after ourselves and in terms of our health and our wealth. So I've been talking a lot about debt, and I've been talking about how to manage it, but I wanted to talk about now something called T.H.I.E.F. So you might not have heard about it, but a lot of people have thought about how we term our money in our pockets to make more money. Some people gamble, some people take risks, some people buy scratch cards, some people will buy a house, they'll get into real estate, they will get into lots of stuff. But what I can tell you is this is such a difference now for 2020, and we're going into 2021. So the thing that I wanted to talk about was T.H.I.E.F, which is T.H.I.E.F. T stands for your thought. How do you think about your money? Do you think about your money in terms that it's good? How are you standing with your money? Do you have money in your pocket? So are you living on your credit card all the time? Or are you living with cash? Are you living with assets? What are you living with? And that is the thing about money. Money is a law of attraction, it's a frequency, and we need to get really used to that kind of thing because people have not been talking about this at all. It's been quite hidden away. So with your money coming in and going out, it brings a flow, but all the time we're thinking about debt. So obviously that's what you're going to bring in. You're going to bring in all those thoughts, those negative feelings, and that's another reason why I wanted to talk about tonight. Our habits on spending our money. What are we spending our money on? Are we spending our money on cigarettes, going out, having fun? What are you doing with your money? Are you not doing something that you could be doing? So this is a 30-day challenge for those who are watching at any point that you are watching this. And if you do have a problem, my email's going to be down there as well, so you can have a look. Are you identifying with the problem? Have you got a habit that you really can't control? Are you drunk all the time? Are you smoking? Are you sleeping with lots of people and paying for it? In this day and age, we really need to be thinking in terms of what we're doing with our time. Are you investing? Investment is important, especially for you today and me today. Everybody needs to invest in something. And if it's not a physical thing and it's a digital or virtual product, hey, Jason, Connie, oh my God, I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. And Laura, you know I love you so much. Everybody who's joining me on my channel, my husband, George, my colleagues, my friend Stefan and his wife, Roxy, I love you. I don't mention you often, but Roxy, I do think of you all the time. She's got a business on her own. She's been building up flower business, so she's took that on this year, and I'm so proud of my girl. So shout out to you, my girl. You've got a lot of stuff that's going on, so have you identified the issue with Natalie Armstrong? Let's kick some butt, girl. Thank you so much. I am going to do narcissistic video for you. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. Let me just go back to the identification of your habit, which is T.H.I.E.F, in the thief, what I was talking about. So that's the thoughts, your H is the habits, and the I is identifying the issue. Do you have an issue with your money? What are you doing with it? Are you investing? What are you doing with your time? It's not just your money, because your time is also your money. So, you know, what are you putting your time into? That's also the T as well. So the T.H.I.E.F can work out for lots of things in your life, and I've got time for you. If you want to join me, you can join me on any of my videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody, for looking. So the E is now, how do you educate to move forward, especially in terms of how we are? This is a very different time. We're in the full moon in Cancer. We've got lots of planets moving forward, and we've got Uranus. Simon Weston, oh my God, I love you. How's my wife? Oh, sorry, your wife. Anyway, yeah, how is my girl? And Gemma Barnes from work. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate just this couple of minutes for just discussing these things about our money and how we are dealing with that. So we've talked about T, which is the thought, your time, H, your habit, your health. How is your health? Is your health good? Are you able to work? If you can't work, can you work from home? So one of the things that we've got going on is we need to, I understand that. I'm going to bring that up in just a couple of seconds. So we're working with nothing. We're working with what we've got going on in here, and we need to educate ourselves a lot more, especially in terms of what's going on. So like I said, we've got this new structure coming in, which is going to be the T.I.E.F. They're going to be bringing in a lot more infrastructure when it comes to the so we need to be wary of that. We also need to be wary about where we stand as people, as the collective. If you have to wear the mask, so I've been asked a lot by my family and friends, why don't I wear a mask outside when I'm doing this? That's because I'm outside. There is nobody around me. Everybody's parked up. I'm also not at work, so I'm not wearing it as a uniform, but I will wear it at work because it is part of my uniform. I do have to conform. There's nothing wrong with the conformation. It's the fact of I don't need to wear it out here because I'm outside of my house and I'm in the air and I'm breathing it. Steve Cook, hey, how you doing? Oh my God, my buddy from boxing, I so admire you. I just want everybody to understand we're in times that we're not going to be able to say, I can see this is coming and I can see that's coming. What I can tell you is the media are going to bring something out very shortly, and it's going to be shocking. It's probably going to knock us all again. Even still, with the tears and everything else, we are all individual people. We're unique. And that is what's so great about Britain, the planet, and everything on the planet. Mother Nature, you know, she brings storms, she'll come and take something away from you, only for you to build it back better. So we need to educate our minds. And in terms of what we feel, I love you so much, George, too. I love you, you know I do. That's my husband. So we need to be moving forward in finance. And our financial criteria is also important to how we feel as people, because we say, if I haven't got money, I might not feel too great. And this is what you were saying. Jackie, oh my God, Mystics, oh yeah. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. So the financial point of view is when we're financially straight and we feel good, we feel grounded, and therefore we can help other people. But 9 times out of 10, we are not doing that. We're looking after everybody else, and that's the problem with how we are. We've got to put we need to put the mask on us first before we give it to anybody else. The other thing about it is the F, the fun that we have. Do we spend a lot of money on fun and we're not really investing in what we should be doing, which is actually creating our wealth? Because in the next 10, 15, 20 years, everything that you see around you is changing. And as you can tell, as of this year, nothing will ever be the same. So we need to take on that kind of like spirit now, where we can say, do you know what? We are the UK. We are going to set the trend. Now, one of the things that people don't understand is the government are doing what they're doing, but we are also the economy, and we hold the power. And until we can step up and sit up and say, do you know what? We're going to do something about it, even if it means you've got to get your own platform. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about also was the transition. So as of Jan the 1st, 2021, we will no longer be with the EU. So we will be making our own laws. But what does that entail for the people of Britain, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and the UK altogether, Britain? We're meant to be great. We're not being great right now. We're meant to be setting the trend, and we've got these guys telling us a lot of stuff, and we're just getting confused by it. So whatever you decide, even if it is the official story and you want to run with it, 2021 will bring some new things to you, and your perspective may change. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just sit with it. And until you decide what you want to do, you need to be moving forward in terms of how you're going to be thinking about money. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about, like I said, was T.H.I.E.F. But, you know, you've got friends and family who also lean on you. And sometimes the best way to not be broke is to actually say no. You have to stop. There has to be a boundary at some point where you have to say to yourself, I've got to cut this off. For the next 30 days, my challenge for you is get every receipt that you get, put it down. So today is the 29th of December, so this is my challenge up until the 29th of January, and we're going to go through some fundamental changes in that. But the full moon in Cancer, I will talk about that in a couple of seconds. One of the things that I need you to do is think about if you're spending it on a credit card or you're spending it in cash, can you afford it? And when you actually think about that impulsive buy, so you go on the internet and you see something, your friend said, yeah, this is great, blah, blah, blah. Think about before you actually take your credit card and buy it. Because what you're doing is you're making yourself sacrifice. Write it down on a bit of paper, and 30 days later, oh my God, my cousin, Natasha, mwah, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody just for these few minutes. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. So even if you say to yourself, right, I want to buy this, I want to buy that, please don't just purchase it because you've got money in the bank. The problem that we're going to have over the next 10 to 20 years is the programs that are going to change, and it's going to go upside down. And the reason why I said about the full moon in Cancer is because we're in our emotions. We're not feeling quite stable. Everybody's feeling quite uneasy. We need to actually say, right, oh my God, Ruby, I love you, my guy. Yeah. Oh my God, Cuzzy, in America, I know everything is so different over there. I've talked about Creditscore on this channel. I've talked about Xperia, and I'm talking about money and how we need to handle it and how we can move forward. Do you know what? We could all be millionaires if we really, really wanted to be. And that's true. It's no lie. Everybody else can make money, and so can we. And we just need to believe and actually make that effort. It's the work and the effort and the ethic that we need to take towards how we think about money, our habits, how we identify with money, our education, and can we have fun with this stuff? So my channel is about just pushing forward on these new ideas on how we can actually move forward with how we feel, because when we've got money, we feel comfortable. If we've got bad home life, we don't feel comfortable. And that's another thing about T.H.I.E.F. Is someone stealing your time? Are you around the right people? Are they helping you? Are they educating you? Because if you're the most educated, you need to move on, mate, because these people right now, you need to be getting some soul growth. And that's what I'm going to try and do. So my inspiration for everybody for 2021 is I'm going to be setting up some new channels. They're going to be small, but they're going to be something about education, because I'm here to motivate and inspire. So let's get this going on. We've got a lot going on for the full moon in Cancer. So, like I said, we've had 4 illuminations. We've had some lunar eclipses. We've had solar eclipses. But this one this time is a little bit more different. The beginning of the year, everybody knew that we were going to have something different happening as soon as they put the country and then our own planet into lockdown. So Mother Nature got a break. And while she got that break, if you look at some of the animals, they are starting now to identify with our behaviour, which is the 2-metre rule. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really do about that until we actually stand up and say, you know what, this is my power, this is what I'm going to do, this is my life, and this is how we've got to move forward. We don't have very much option in that. And then, like I said, the governments are going to be putting in new infrastructure. We have new strains. People are going to be suffering a lot more. So, hey! we're going to have a lot of different aspects, a lot of different perspectives, a lot of different ideology. People are going to be clinging to religion and God knows what. But what we need to do is think of us as in terms of unique humans. This is humanity, and we've got a planet to think of, not just ourselves. So what I'm going to say to you is my 30-day challenge, like I said, is for you to actually look at your spending habits, because some people have an addiction to having that money and letting it go, and other people are really stingy and they're like, you ain't touching my dough. Anyway, whatever you decide to do, my challenge for you is, for the next 30 days, whether you spend Kerry Ryan, my Virgo twin, Paula Proctor, come on in! Woohoo! Thank you so much for joining me on my channel, my husband, my friends, everybody. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. It's just a bit of knowledge for everybody to move forward, because I want everybody to have a great experience in 2021. It shocked us in 2020, and a lot of people are saying a lot of different things. And like I said, it's about your identification with your spending habit. So if you've got money in the bank and you're feeling quite comfortable, that doesn't mean you're not going to fall down. There are plenty of businesses right now around this country and around this planet that are having a domino effect, and we're not going to see that maybe for another few months, a few years. Like I said, the tiers that they're going to be bringing in and the infrastructure and the media are going to hype up something very, very shortly, and it may be persistent in terms of what they want to put in you. So what I'm going to say to you is, for a money project, look after it. It's not something, Miss Bryant, thank you so much for joining me. It's not something that we're going to be finding easy to come by, especially in terms of our ATMs. We won't be able to have as many of them on the roads in England, especially in the UK. They're taking away 13,000. I think it's something like 1,300 actually, not 13,000. But they're taking those away next year. So you won't be able to just withdraw your cash. And unfortunately, people like me, we've been brought up on walking physically into a bank and taking out and withdrawing money. Oh my God, Andrew Williams, I love you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, everybody. It really means a lot. So you won't be able to access your cash like how we used to. We used to go into a bank, take it out. There's lots of these lockdowns that are going to happen, and it's going to be a knock-on effect. So some of those big branches will be open for the banks. Smaller branches won't be accessible. So people in Wales, Scotland, please be prepared. Keep some cash somewhere. It's really important now. If anything, it's important and imperative that you do so more than ever. So don't spend on your credit card. Your credit card has interest on it. And one of those things that I was trying to say about Clearscore and Xperia is to look at where you stand personally as a person when it comes to you as a unique individual with the data, because this is all about data that they hold on you. So do you have somebody else's credit file mixed in with yours? You need to change that. And I can help you. Oh my gosh, Jennifer. Mwah, my sister, I love you. I love you. You've got to check out her Facebook as well. Her name is Jennifer Smith. She talks about visual and the low visual issues that she may be incurring, but she also brings into this wonderful challenge of goals and expectations. So I got some company. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Anyway, my sister works with low visual, and she also works with how to accomplish goals just as much as I do, because we are people and nobody is nobody. Everybody is someone, and we've got to always believe that we can move forward. I know you may have experienced something this year that you might not have really wanted, and that's been for the whole planet actually. Nobody really wanted this, but it's been brought up on us and we've got to deal with it. So let's deal with it and let's sort out our financial issues and get more grounded. So like I said, my 30-day challenge, if you're up for it, please go ahead, make a little small list, make it achievable, a little target. Like I said, our spending habits can be really, really big, and we're not even noticing that. We'll just go ahead, spend that money, and it's gone. And then we're thinking about it a few days later. Some people live from Monday to Friday, and it's like, I got paid on Friday, but it's Monday. Anyway, look, we have the chance, and I want you to listen. We've got a 30-day challenge, 29th of December to the 29th of January. Selena, oh my God, I love you. Your photos, you look so good, girl. You look better than you did at school, man. And I'm well, Jill. Love you. Anyway, look. We can look at our finances and get more grounded on it. It's the full moon in Cancer, 29th of December. On the 20th of January 2021, we're going to experience something else, and we need to be looking at certain planets, and one of those planets is Uranus. It's the planet of surprises. We can have some surprises that you'll never believe, and they're going to bring on some stuff, and we need to not acknowledge what they're doing. We're the 99%, they're the 1%. We need to acknowledge what we're doing and where we stand as individuals. We can bring it together if we really want to as the collective, and we have to forget the narrative that they're telling us. Just for now, identify with who you are and remember that you are somebody and that you are nobody. Because right now they don't care about us. They want to put something in you and they want you to be like, no, thank you. I'm not taking it. Anyway, I hope you got a little bit of something out of my T.H.I.E.F. V. No. E. No. J. No. P. No, sorry, I'm just having a joke with you. I wanted to get something out of thief, which is your time, your thoughts, habits, identification, investment, education, and obviously your fun. I want you to enjoy your time on this. What we're going through right now is just so crazy. But thank you so much for joining me on my channel. And I think we're going to be working together for a little while. So over these next 30 days, I'm going to show you how I'm going to be doing this. And then you can actually show me how you're doing it. And we can join together and we'll get some knowledge. And maybe we could get some wisdom to share with other people. So thank you so much for joining me on my channel tonight, and I hope you got something out of it. If you like, please share, like, subscribe, and comment if you like or not, because I actually don't care. And for my dad, hopefully, who's a Taurus, he was a fixed sign, always about his money. I learnt hardcore. So thank you so much. Blessings to everyone, and there's something else I needed to do. What was that? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. To everybody who's celebrating a baby. Anybody who's getting married. Gemma, I can't wait for you to get married. When you do, I will just shout for you. Jennifer, I love you. Mwah. Michelle, mwah. Steve Clark, mwah. Steve Cook, mwah. Miss Bryant, Natalie Armstrong, Ruby Dan. We got Jackie. We got my husband, George. I've got so many people on my channel. I can't shout out enough for everybody, but thank you. I really appreciate it. Have a great evening, and I'll see you soon. Don't give it up, because I'm living it up.